Absolutely. But let's use it the other way around. So you can speak yourself also positive, which we know, but I think there's a mistake that a lot of people make with that. A lot of people are obsessed with the idea of happiness. And especially as a man, I think that happiness can actually be a very destructive motivator. And when men sit and say, I want to be happy, I want to feel happy. To feel happy, a lot of the time, you're looking for temporary hedonism. To be happy, you want to get drunk or take drugs or do something stupid temporarily, and it's very short-lived. I think you should instead be looking as a man to say, I want to feel proud. If you choose pride over happiness, you're going to make decisions that you're proud of and that people around you are proud of, and it's going to be better for yourself and better for society and better for everyone who loves you, everyone you care about.
I think that's the first thing you said that I disagree with.
You disagree?
Completely.
I think the best thing a man can do is wake up and say, what can I do that's going to make me proud of myself and other people are proud of me?
Let's get into our debate.
Let's do it.
Okay. I believe that pride will always be the downfall of you. In fact, God calls it an abomination. If you stand before God and you search for anything in your heart and you take pride in it, you're saying that you did it, not God. That is my argument against that one. Two, happiness could be today. It's all perspective. Yeah. If you look at a tree, you could look at it and be like, oh, me and my dad used to pick apples from that tree. Or his father hung himself in that tree. Yeah. It's the perspective. So anything could be changed in a perspective. So if you ask from God's perspective, God used to walk into the room and say, shalom, peace be upon you. Yeah. So I believe you could enter peace. I believe that you can only find peace when you welcome God into your life. Now, it might sound like a crazy nutcase that's a religious man, but I truly believe in all of my heart that money will never give you peace. Yep. I believe love will give you peace. Love comes from God and the people that are around you. Your mother gives you peace. Your father gives you peace. You can't buy that. Yep. And if you ask God for 5 things, only 5 things, Andrew, your Bugatti wouldn't be there. Absolutely. But your brother would. Of course. So you come into the world with peace and love. So but you don't think pride is one of the biggest motivators of masculine excellence? You don't think No, because once you achieve it, you want more, and that's where it gets
Of course,
dangerous.
but you do not think Mayweather decided he wanted to be proud of himself by beating
Why
everyone?
would you want to be Mayweather? Okay, you could have money and then just pick on YouTubers and box them?
Of course. I'm not insulting Mayweather or good or bad, but
actually I might cut that because it might jump me. So
Michelangelo.
Okay. He cut his ear off.
Okay. Artists, Da Vinci. What I'm saying is some of the most beautiful works of art, some of the most gorgeous cathedrals, some of the most beautiful churches you'll ever lay your eyes on were done because a man felt proud of his work. Feeling pride in yourself.
But what happened to that man?
Of course, but being pride.
So you're looking at the art and you're trying. That's pride. You want everybody to take pride into you. But guess what, Andrew? Right now, if you died, regardless of all the work you've done, regardless of all of everything that you put in, I'm a better man. Reed's a better man. DaVinci's a better man. I forgot your name. I'm so sorry.
Bailey.
Bailey's a better man. All these guys are a better man for 2-3 generations. But when you die, you have the same grave of a man that you hate. Because time moves on.
Of course.
Everything collects moth and rust. Yep. So what's the point?
You don't think God can give you pride in yourself for doing the right things?
I think that you could find joy in it. But again, everything has its time. So you take pride in your art, but at one point, all those artists became crazy, bro. So what's the fucking worth of it?
Okay, I understand that. So we can look at it a bunch of different ways. But you just talked about a man looking in the mirror and being proud of his body to motivate himself. That's pride?
Absolutely. Pride to an extent. Right? Pride to an extent. But if it's your motivator, that's the problem. Everybody needs a certain type of emotion. You need fear, but you're not going to live fear throughout your whole life.
We have our default emotions that we seek, and this is the point I'm making, because when I talk to people, I think we all have our default emotions we seek, and depressed people, their default emotion that they're looking for is sympathy. They want sympathy, either from themselves or from somebody else. And they always have a sob story. It's always about how hard their life was and they did drugs and blah, blah, blah. And they want everyone to feel sorry for them. They're searching for sympathy. If you're the kind of person who searches for happiness, whether male or female, in my experience, people who search for happiness end up doing hedonistic, temporary, stupid things. When I find men who search to feel proud of themselves, I want people to be proud of me, and I want to be proud of myself, and I want to be respected. They often delay happiness. They often go through very difficult things and build things which are beautiful or build things which are difficult to do. They often go to the other side of fear to feel that pride. I did it. I faced my fear. I did it.
Yeah.
So I think as a man, searching for pride or searching to feel proud is a pretty positive mindset for masculine achievement. I understand what you're saying from the biblical sense. I actually understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
But I just say if you were to take a man and say, how would you make your parents, your girlfriend, and yourself proud of you?
I agree. I just don't want it to be the driving vehicle. And that's the only thing I care about. I just don't want it to be the driving vehicle, right?
And then I have to sit here and analyze myself. Is pride the driving vehicle for me? Like, why do I even...
100%.
Why do I even do what I do? Like, do I feel proud of myself when I awaken people to how the matrix works. Well, yes. But is that because I believe I'm helping them, or do I just feel happy in and of myself? Why do I own all the things I own? Why do I want all the things I want? And it's very interesting, you asked a question earlier before we got down this point, when you said, has money made me happier or made me more anxious? And the answer to that is both. I think that you're certainly anxious when you have an empire because you understand how difficult it is to maintain, especially in my position, right? I've been hit by DCAUT and FBI and all these huge federal agencies